Well, howdy there, folks. We're back for some more Shadowrun Returns. This is part 7. I think I goofed up last time, but I think this is part 7 if I got everything right. Hopefully we made it back upstairs here, and we got a few things to talk to. We can take a cab, and we got to speak with Mr. Delath. Find out, that's not Mr. Delath. Mr. Kloob. Evening, I see Coyote's back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. I didn't rough her up, if that's what you're wondering. If I had any reason to suspect that, he'd be on the floor, but seeing as though you walked in together, I'm going to assume you didn't have something to do with her being found. You have my thanks. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You feel protective over the people here. Immensely, towards anyone who walks through that door. They're employees or patrons. Unless they mean ill will, of course. Mind if I ask a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they don't know and what they don't understand. Know where I can find a fence. I think Van Grass at the bar near the stage, dwarf with the cyber eye. Can't miss him. Alright. Catch you around. Alright, we do need to talk with... There he is. This is the guy I meant to talk with. Mr. Deleth. Looks smart and tough with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them for himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move on over to management when he feels his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Message from Coyote. The run was a bust. Why didn't she tell me herself? That's a show of disrespect. She's downstairs in the med bay. Got her arm torn off on the job. Holy hell, how'd she make it back? I pulled her ass out of there. Hooks you up and down, takes you all in. Yeah, I bet you did. Okay, tell Coyote no hard feelings. I'll have someone else get the stones. Listen, you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of her own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. Alright, I remember that. You do that. Alright, so, yeah. No badness came out of that. I was afraid that, let's see where we stand with our hit points. Oh, we got 11 karma now. There we go. Okay, so, first thing we're going to do is add some body. And, add some quickness. And, oh, I'd love to do that. Let's see. That's it for right now, I guess. Thank you. Let's see what's over here. We haven't been over here, have we? Oh yeah, that's where we came in. Duh. Alright, so we got take the cab. That's all we got left. Let's see if she has anything else important to say here. You mentioned Coyote's Crusade. What is it? Katie grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came in town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim caps and became addicted to BLTs. Cat has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. How'd you get involved in all this? I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congeal and do business. Are any Johnsons or fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delphi, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He is often stateside. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, as he occasionally has work. I'll be going now. Alright, so I guess we'll head over to take the cab to the South Seattle docks. The South Seattle docks, leaving the stream docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up on this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. Rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down streets. Disputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of docks towards the west maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, all is quiet as you approach the gate. Okay. I did want to check my hit points. That's what I was... Hit points 53, but is that how many I have right now? I'm assuming I get my hit points back. Okay, what do we have here? Streetwalker. Well, let's see what the Streetwalker knows. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, bums around here have all been stealing old crap from the places for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay. Looks like we gotta go up this way. Halt. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey! You're about to trespass on corporate property. You're looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene investigation. Sure you are, and I'm Wolfie, the King of Dragons. Beat it. Listen, buddy. Okay, guess we're not getting in that way. Let's see, does she have any... Hey, you looking for a good time? Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Alright, 20 buys you a 5 minutes distraction, and then I've got to get back to work and earn some real engine. Alright. Still can't get through the gates. Standard issue, madam. Am I waiting for them to have their conversation, I'm assuming? Okay, let's... Gotta get over there somehow. Oh, here. Oh, wait. Get over here. There we go. We gotta climb up this. Who raised you, pack of wolves? There's a ladder, it's rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? Sure. Alright. Think we need to go anywhere else? Should we investigate the area or not? Great looking details and everything. They got a helicopter back here? Whoa, Nilly, let's see what's back here. Ooh, yeah, we got to, damn, we got to get rid of something though. Swap with another item. Minus 4 hit points for an additional 3 rounds. Let's just leave it alone. I don't think I need that. Okay. That's a good thing we decided to look around a little bit. That's cool. Well, I guess we'll go in now. Don't see anything else. Yes. Alright, let's see what we find out while we're inside of here. The warehouse. Inside the large warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with grinders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside of the hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. Seems that this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Okay, there's our agent. That looks like Miss Klusky there. Can we talk with anybody else? Alright, I guess we'll talk with him first. Took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm a busy woman. Who's a corpse? Just a corpse. The one that's not going to do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see it for yourself. Victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a backup black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigations at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. They'll get you killed quick. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. Mission added. Warehouse office key. Okay, nope. Some runners like you probably offered him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Alright, typical. Oh, we got something over there. Let's check it out. Appears to be the victim's locker. Door is slightly ajar. Inside you, there are several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. Inspect the comb. Let's inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. The comb is glass plastic and some wiry gray hair stuck on it. Appears to be the victim's locker. Okay, let's leave the locker alone. Thank you. Alright, let's check out the computer terminal now. The researchers worked as criminal-minded. Cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigator. Read the notes from the case file. Let's see here. Let's read the researcher's private notes first. Mission added. Incriminating data. The note that appears on screen pertained to NTSB case file number 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Suits and the what the hell? The Suez national border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further notes in the investigators' notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renroku research initiative. The information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes for your PDA. That was on crash number 96. So we're going to read number 96 then. Corporate owner, summary, time log, 95. Alright, and 98. Alright. Investigate the murder scene. Well, there's Dresden again. Shojin. Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or that Credstick did at any rate. Anyway, surprised we got another Ripper victim on our hands. So what's the story with this one? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell you, really. He did have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. So, nice hole where his chest was. So, what was on this butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be evacuated within the chest cavity. Sorry, I don't have any theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there is massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organs transplants relatively easy, but is not coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I can find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next to Ken, I think. How's Officer Agar doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Agar would love to solve it before McCluskey can get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's really tired of... He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and sip it to him. I'm inspired by the tireless pursuit of justice. Did he take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much his job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Agar's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. I'm gonna go have a look around. Good luck. Oh, let's go talk to Shannon Halfsky. Native American, so probably a family member. You're not a cop. She looks up watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not as far as I can tell, not among the living anyways. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a long chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? Royal Isles contains the spirits of plane crashes victims trapped between worlds. They wish your help. They wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. You can find personal items that belong to the victims. I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Let's go, say, down here. See what's in here. This looks like something down here. Let's examine it. Large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the pile. You find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Well, we'll walk away then. Let's see what's up here. It's hard to say whether it's a heap of items, refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash barrel, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earrings, inspect the dented lunchbox, inspect the cred stick. Received 200. Okay. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented lunchbox has seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the earring. Added steel earring. The earring is made of burned steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An interesting primal fear washes over you as you touch the surface. It must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Okay, good. Can't get in there. So that's not going to help. Let's see, can I get in here? Nope, not so far, not yet. Coming back out here to take a look. Can't get in there. Let's go down over here and see. We don't need to go right now. Oh, it's the bathroom. Okay. So far, I've been able to figure out most of the objectives here. Let's talk to him again and see if he can let us in somewhere. What? It was a core pit. Well, they leave the evidence on the computer. Good catch. That information probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. Let's see if we can give her the earring as she says anything. We need at least 2 objects. Oh yes, okay. So I've got to pull out my detective. Old boots. Still nothing in the old boots? No? Hey, get over here. Dig through the shoe pile. Found nothing in the shoe pile. I have to get through these locked doors somehow, I think. Two objects. I've got one earring. Nothing up there. I have to get through. This looks like a terminal that I might be able to break through, but let's look at the computer again to see if the computer will give us access to something. Nope. Look at the guy's locker again. Inspect the comb. Okay. There we go. Come on. Come on, Shojin. Run. Alright, so let's see if she can raise the spirit here. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects. Thank you. The items are what I need. I shouldn't take me too long. What the hell is all this about? McCluskey arrives. Officer Edgar tells after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer. Not some Shaldis drum circle. That's her brother. It makes her business. No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I regret. Of course, something I'd enjoy. So they took us and moved us out. A man is an ass. She stares at the dagger of McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. It should just be grateful that you were able to collect these items before these clots carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirits? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. We can come back later. Once the coast is clear, rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? Let's try this one. Agreed. I expect to be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? Maybe a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. Thank you. Alright, so we're basically going to return to this seamstress union and hire some dudes to come back here in the middle of the night and see if we can summon some spirits and probably have all sorts of combat mission and difficulties. Coyote's calling. Whoa. Hoi! In the middle of something? Yeah, I'm kind of busy. No problem. What do you need? Back up. Uh-oh. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royal. PBL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Wiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on some high-amp dead chips, and dream chips, and started using him for all sorts of dick. I tried to help him out, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been suiting up BLTs ever since, trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. Wow. So we either go help her, or maybe we can do both. I'm not sure. Can we do this and come back and finish this? Working the right thing. Yeah, I'm on my way. I knew you'd come. Sending my address. See you there soon. Alright. Well, there you go, folks. Decisions. Great thing to have when you're playing this kind of game. So, we're off to do Coyote's Crusade when we get back in the next episode. So, thanks so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this so far. We are, I believe, up to part 7, and so stick around for part 8, where we're going to check out some Coyote Crusade. So we'll go ahead and load this up before we exit out of this mission there. And game has been off save. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So that way I know that in case something goes down bad, we'll be able to figure it out and We'll go ahead and talk with her and figure this out first. Thanks for meeting, Sojin. I owe you one. Figured you could use a backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BLT squads. She brightens. Hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this on. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats. Past the door up ahead, I hear there's a whole lab set up there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard on the door inside. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Coyote and Paco must survive. Alright, so there you go. There's the mission. Now you know. Looks like we got a BLT clocker up here. We can talk with him. We're going to do this in the next episode. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.